get your guitar out again.
One day I will learn to play this. Letter Bollox. Letter Bollox.
Wonderful.
Letter Bollox.
All right, band, calm down, calm down.
It is, of course, the mailbag that was known as the Letter Bollox. Sophie from Southall says, hello there, Car-Boyz. Hope you're both doing well. Yes, we are. Sophie owns a 2006 Vauxhall Corsa.
Sorry.
Nice. Sophie owns a 2006 Vauxhall Corsa. Oh dear. 1.4 SXI doesn't make it any better. 5-door silver, 70,000 miles on the clock. Five owners, full service history. What's it worth? She gets a company car next month and wants to know if she should sell her old one. Problem is, cars like the Corsa. There's good points and bad points.
Yeah.
One, there's lots of them around. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a buyer's market, but lots of people want small cars. So pros and cons, really.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I mean, she won't get much for it. She'll get about 700 quid. So it's actually worth selling, although it is in good mileage, it is in good condition. I mean, if you want to sell it, I'd probably go something like Gumtree online. You could sell a car there. I think it's under £2,000, under £1,500.
Pretty much
you
so.
don't have to pay for it. But why not just keep it for 6 months and make sure you've got the job?
Just in case. It's always good.
Maybe you don't like the job, and then you go, right, well, I still got my old car. I'm not tied to the job, even though I've got a company car with it.
This is true.
Or you find a relative. There's always a friend or a relative. It's like, I'm after a decent new car, and if you've got one, it's always nice to, if you've got a rotter, get rid. But if you've got a decent car, it's nice to sell it to friends.
Or young people in the family. First car.
Exactly. Let them dent and scratch it. We've got, moving on from Southall to Elvis in Rochdale. Always was quite appropriate. We had Lord Lucan earlier on, and now we've got Elvis. And maybe we'll get JFK and Marilyn Monroe before the end of the show. Elvis says, hey up, Car-Boyz. I need some advice on how to keep my fuel costs down. I drive a 10-year-old Ford Galaxy. Rarely get more than 20 mpg. It's a diesel, but does have a roof rack on the top with a roof box, which he rarely removes. Could this be the reason for poor performance?
Hang on.
In a word?
Hang on. 20 mpg in a diesel.
Yeah. There might be something wrong with this car, mightn't there?
Yes. I'm thinking, unless his foot's made of lead. I don't know.
Unless he drives around in fourth. I also had taxi drivers like that. Never get out of third in London if they haven't got an auto. In a word, yes, roof racks and boxes can add up to 30% onto fuel costs. There's a reason the Concorde was shaped like a dart, and it was wind resistance. Get the box off the top of the flipping car. Also have a computer diagnostic just to make sure that engine is all running present and correct. And I would suggest also check your fuel tank isn't leaking, because it could be that as well.
20 mpg does seem a bit bad.
We had this with our Fiat Panda that was down to about 20 mpg, and then we discovered a massive hole in the petrol tank.
Ooh.
One of many reasons not to buy
and
it.
A strong smell of petrol.
Yeah, it was that as well.
In this case, diesel.
Yeah, in this case, maybe there's Derv everywhere.
Oh dear. And now we're over to we're in Texas. Well, we wish we were in Texas.
Well, we thought about going to Do It All or B&Q, but now we're going to go to Texas.
Oh, those were the days.
Yes.
With Bob, who's a fan of the pickup truck. He currently drives a 1978 Ford F-150. He says it's a reliable old, but beaten up. He's going to keep it, but wants a slightly more reliable pickup to get in and out of Dallas. He knows we're not experts in American trucks, but what about Japanese? Pickup trucks are huge in America. Literally, they're huge in America.
Yep. I mean, Japanese-wise, I've had a 4-track, which was a Daihatsu.
Yeah.
Of course, global king of the pickup is the Hilux, which is more expensive than most S trucks, but reliability of the Hilux is legendary. I quite like this one, Honda Ridgeline, which are very rare in the UK, but they're popular in the US. They've been making them since 2004. This is an all-wheel drive Ridgeline 2006, high miles but in very good condition. $6,500, four-door with all the 21st century gadgets. Bargain for such a beast. 6,500. Got a 3.5 V6, full
Nice.
leather petrol CD player sat nav, and it's apparently dent resistant. These cars.
Really?
Yeah, handy in
I
Texas.
guess that's the way it's designed, with like the seals, so no one
So-
can get to it.
I guess you can have fun. Yeah, you can have fun with this, or this can be the practical car, and then you can drive around and hoon around, as they say in Australia, in your,
In your classic.
classic F-150. Finally, Terry in Manchester said he's thinking of driving down to Cornwall for his holidays this summer. His son Steve is going to go with him. He can't leave the UK at the moment, so we can't go to Corsica or Brazil. He's thinking of buying a camper van for such a trip. Is it worth it? He's in his 50s. His son's in 19. They're avid surfers. Why not? Not a popular sport, he says, in Manchester. Canal is not very good for surfing.
Down Canal Street.
Yeah. It's other things are good down on Canal Street. What should he go for? The blokes can rough it a bit. They don't mind very basic camper van. I wouldn't buy a camper van. I'd buy a Ford Transit.
Lots of people are converting their vans,
convert
aren't
it.
they?
Mercedes Sprinter, high cab, long wheelbase, chuck a tent in the back, in case one of you gets lucky with the ladies. Barbecue, two surfboards, off you go. This is what my mate does in old Transit.
Okay.
It's lots of fun. If it's two blokes, you can wash in the shower block, you can wash in the sea. You don't need an expensive camper van. Just get an old Ford Transit, an old Mercedes Sprinter van. Be mindful it's going to be difficult to find a camping space down there this year, though. My advice is to phone a few pubs to see if you can park in their car parks. There are a couple near where I usually go, which is Porthtowan. They rent out their fields to camper vans and surfers. So that's what we're thinking.
Yes.
Yeah, something like that. You can get a good one of those for about $3,000. Talked about it before.
Quite
And then
versatile.
Just chuck a mattress in the back and go for it, and have fun and enjoy. Less than 4, you'll get one that'll get you there and back, and then when you've had your holiday, you can just sell it again.
Yeah.
Why
Loads
not?
of people wanting vans. Yeah.
Are you going back
I
this summer?
I am this week.
Where are you going?
I am going to do a tour of Britain, avoiding all the COVID areas. So what I did was look at the COVID map and avoided
Brilliant.
all the areas that were just like big on COVID. So I'll probably end up in
They're not exactly going
Scotland.
to be the nicest areas.
No.
Bradford,
No.
Manchester,
So I'm just I'm just planning my route around those places.
and you can go to Scotland. They'll let you in because you're from
Yes.
the south, not from Manchester.
I've visited the Visit Scotland website today, and it says you're absolutely fine so long as you don't
And
come
you
from Bolton
come.
or Manchester.
And you
Yes.
come only if you
We want
drive
your
in
money.
your helmet imp. Otherwise,
So
piss off. Fantastic.
That's what I'm gonna
marvellous. Oh, that sounds very good. Very good. I am probably going to go down to Cornwall at the end of next month.
yeah, I thought about that, but everyone seems to be going there.
Unfortunately, it is full of people like me going down to Cornwall. But I am averse to the cold weather, and although as much as I like Scotch whisky, I don't like their weather, and I would like to get a tan.
See, I've already got a tan.
You're okay.
so-
You can.